Okay, now, if you're an RPG not like I am, then you like a good dungeon crawler, and and this game has a shitload of dungeons, and you're probably wondering what game you're looking at. If you've seen any of my older videos, this is Might and Magic 6, The Mandate of Heaven. It's a old school RPG, pretty classic, pretty long. I think so far I put about 35 hours into it, close to that. In this video, my characters ain't as high level as I am now, because I recorded this a while back, but yeah, there's little floating things in the air, they're fire elementals. They don't do a whole lot of damage if you got nice high resist. I mean, a lot of, I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure this was like the first game to have like a reputation system where, whatever, you do in game reflects how people treat you. Magicians. Monsters are just palette swaps of other monsters, because there's families of monsters, and there's 3 levels of monsters in each family. In this one there's the sorcerer, which is lowest, and there's a magician, which is second, and there's the warlock, which is third. He's in the blue. He's a pain in the ass. He can make your guys go insane by casting some spell or something, I don't know. Doesn't seem like it fits, but whatever.
Alright, we got him!
He also has the most hit points by far. I think he has double the hit points of the magician. This is the dungeon I'm in is Garrock's Forge, which is I need to go down through here to get the Hourglass of Time, which is a council quest weapon. Not weapon, but a council quest thing that you need to turn in to get approval for the council to go see the Oracle. And the Oracle gives you the final quest in the game, which you need to do to beat the game. And I still haven't beat the game, and I'm like 30, 35, 40 hours into it. Because it's really, really hard. It's not one of those new school fucking holding your hand RPG bullshit. You know, if you die, you go back to the last place you saved, or you can respawn and you lose all your money. And you get like a little permanent death ticker thing. Now it does its damage, you know, old school D&D style, by rolling dice. See how much you inflict, plus you get your bonus for each weapon. Your skills go towards your weapons, like your swordsman skill goes towards your when you use a sword, and the higher your skill, the bigger your bonus, all that kind of crap. Now this is actually the first one that uses this engine. There's actually 2 more that are even deeper than this game is. The 4th game uses a completely different engine, and man does that game suck. It's just horrible to look at too. I mean, it's got prettier graphics, but fuck, it just doesn't feel like a Might and Magic game. You just jump right here to cheat. You can skip this whole elevator puzzle just by using jump. And I completely overshoot it. I'll go right through the platform. For some reason, it keeps switching my characters around every time I click on them. I didn't know how to turn it off, so I just hit that, yeah. All these doors are on switches for some reason. It's the only dungeon that does that. But, yeah. Normally if you see a room like this that has no way out, it's filled with enemies. Or it has a secret door somewhere. Good thing is secret doors in this game are so easy to spot. And there, one of my characters just went insane. They make stupid little faces down there. But yeah, I'm trying to finish this game up so I can record an ending for this channel, but yeah, it takes a long time. I'm also working on Resident Evil 4 HD. Yeah, when you cure insanity, your characters go weak, because when they're insane, they have really, really high strength, but everything else takes a nosedive. Which ain't too bad, you know, if your knight's weak, because that's all he needs is his strength, but when your cleric is insane, no. You can tell there's a lot of spells. There's like 12 spells for each school. And there's, I think there's 7 schools. No, there's actually more than that. There's light, dark, spirit, mind, body, fire, air, earth, and water. So yeah, there's quite a bit of spells. Even the spell effects do suck. I wish I could cast Armageddon indoors. That'd be awesome. I just sit in the entrance and keep casting it over and over again until everything dies. Even though you can only cast it 3 times a day if you're a master at it. Because each skill has an expert. You have your novice, which you know you start out as, and you can get trained to be an expert. Then you can get trained to be a master. And you can see they're wiping the floor with me in that room. I have to retreat and go heal. I'm trying not to get killed here. I'm trying to find the switch on the floor. And my cleric's dead. You can't mouse look, which sucks. You have to press a button. I don't know why I'm walking out. I could have just freaking teleported out. But now I just got the master. About a couple days ago, I just got the master for water, which lets me set Lloyd's beacons, and Lloyd's beacon lets you set a point that you can return to later. And you know, depending on what level you are and what skill it is, that's how long the beacon will last. I think mine lasts 145 days. That's game days, by the way. Yeah, this is one of the weird games where the age of your characters actually matters too, unlike in most RPGs. As the older your characters get, their stats start to decline. Now, you wouldn't think it'd take it till you're like age 50 to get to the end of the game, but there's monsters that can actually prematurely age your characters. I think it's the Spectre. The third tier of the Ghost family, whatever. They can actually prematurely age your character. You can probably tell that I used Armageddon here. I don't bother to pick up any of those weapons or anything. And yeah, I use Armageddon. When you use Armageddon and there's a town, it automatically makes you become notorious, and notorious, no one will talk to you. And I donate enough, and if you donate enough to the church, donate enough money, it'll raise your reputation back up to, I think it'll only go up to respectable. Which sucks, is because you need to have a status of saintly to get the light master level, and I do not get that because I missed my chance to get it. Which sucks, but oh well. I do got Dark Master though, which is easy to get. You just have to be notorious and have a ranking of like 8 or something like that. I got Dark on my Sorcerer, and I got Light on my Cleric. I don't like to spread my skill points out too much. I like to have my characters all specialized in like 4 or 5 things. Like my Archer does air magic and fire magic. My Sorcerer does all 4 plus Dark. And of course my Knight does plate armor and all that stuff. And we're gonna cheat again. And cast not buffs, definitely does. Now, in my last video for this one, we'll actually have a Day of Protection, which is a dark magic spell, which casts all your resist, Wizard Eye, and Featherfall. Featherfall pretty much makes it where you can fall from any height and live. And other than that, it quadruples all your resist, which I think with it all, my characters have a resist of like upper 90s.
God, man, that was good.
Some of them have over 100. That's insane again. There's also a lot of games where you can switch between real time and turn-based. All you had to do is press enter. Now, using turn-based is fine and dandy when you're fighting something that doesn't cast doesn't cast spells at you. But like only melee only guys, you can back away from them, hit enter, and cast spells at them until they get up close to you. To back away and do the same thing over and over again. I have no idea what that letter's for.
Very nice. Aha! Very nice.
Very nice. Yeah, you'll get like little wands. They sell for a lot of gold. That if you put them on like wearing them like a melee weapon, they'll cast a spell that's associated with the wand rather than, you know, do the melee attack. I never use them. I think the only one I've ever used was the Wand of Death one, which casts Finger of Death, which is a medium tier dark magic spell. It doesn't work all that often, as you can imagine. I hate this where I have to keep freaking... All my guys were insane. Well, I'm not entirely sure, but I think the Might and Magic games came before the Elder Scrolls games. I'll have to look that up, but yeah. As you can see, you know, there was a lot of games like this back out in the day that I don't even have. There was like Labyrinth and a bunch of them. I'm going to look them up and see if I can't get them. Because I love playing these kind of games. Even if they do take forever to beat, that's a good thing. Yeah, I decided to back out again. Because there's a shit ton of guys in there. But now, you notice I'm all healed and I'm back. And that's wonders of video editing. I really wish I had the protection when I did this dungeon. It would have made it a hell of a lot easier. I would have been barely taking any damage at all. I wouldn't have had to cast this like 30 times. Once we're done buffing up, let's go get freaking... Let's see. Now there's a tactic you can do to usually clear these rooms. If you can manage to pull enemies out one by one through the door, sometimes it works. But it doesn't really work on this level because all the damn monsters are spellcasters. Which is a pain in the ass because they do not want to come out any doors.
Hey!
Hey! And that's the warlocks drop a lot of money. Not as much money as like the hydras and stuff later in the game do, but why a hydra would have gold, I don't know. Notice another jump cut right there. I was getting a phone call on there. I had to edit that part out. Down the elevator we go. I'm pretty damn sure this is the last room. Takes me a while to clear it out. As you can tell, it's kind of have an ominous change of scenery. It goes from crappy dungeon to finished hallways. Oh yeah. Wish, like on this game, you can get all your characters like insanely drunk. And you notice you actually, that little apple right there beneath the dagger book, you actually need to have food or you can't rest. No food, can't rest, gotta go back. Here I'm trying to split them apart so I can run in there and attack them, but it's not easy. Bunch of them across that stupid bridge. I always focus on the warlocks first because they always do the most fucking damage. I don't know, I think they're casting Implosion on their characters, which is a high level air spell. These guys are casting Lightning Bolt. I don't know why I retreat right there. I should bring one back in there. Yeah. There's also some fire elementals in there somewhere. Inferno. Yeah, Dragon's Breath. Dragon's Breath is actually the most damaging spell in the game. Now Inferno, it hits everything that you can see in front of you. Everything in the room, I believe. Of course, it's not going to work on the fire elementals, but hey. As long as it gets rid of these fucking magicians and sorcerers, I don't care. Yeah, Dragon's Breath is also has splash damage on it, so anything that's around it will take damage too. Now the only way you can see their hit points at the bottom is if you have the Horn of Ra's or whatever. You have to get that from fighting this guy in the freaking dungeon in the Temple of the Snake dungeon, and he's in a hidden room. He has the most hit points in the game at 16,000 hit points, which is insane, which is far beyond any monster in the entire game. Even the last boss only has I think 2,000 hit points. So yeah, you fight him for a long time. And he keeps casting Finger of Death over and over again. Not to mention he hits really hard, but if you can get him in this little corner, his Finger of Death spell will actually keep hitting the wall right in front of you, and he won't try to melee you because he's not close enough. But you can melee him, so it's pretty much just sit there and keep hitting and attack over and over again until he's dead, which took like I think it was like 20 minutes for me.
That's beyond my skill.
And then you notice that, you know,
Good as
my
new.
armor's red right there. I had to repair armor because some of I think the fire elementals will randomly break armor you're wearing, which is also highly annoying.
Good as new.
Even though she's unconscious, she'll be back in a minute.
Not here. We can't rest here.
You can't rest here. My freaking mate, my archer, and my knight have barely taken any damage. I hate shit that can fly. Since I can't fly indoors, they can fly indoors. It sucks. Now I'm quite a bit of ways ahead of this, but I think my knight has like nearly 900 HP now. He's gonna need it too. 'Cause I got a long ass bunch of dungeons coming up where you have to go get all the crystals. This game's kind of weird because it's in a fantasy setting, but you know there's technology. Later dungeons have like robots in them and all that. There's the that Terminator. That's like basically a little floating orb thing. And it patrols the hallways of the control room. Cause there's actually a and there's a jump cut right there. Cause there's actually a spaceship that you go on. Cause the whole premise is a bunch of aliens came to this world. And they're trying to kill off the people. They're all in the hive. So basically, yeah, I jumped just a little bit ahead of the dungeon, not too much though. I think we're getting close to the final room. I think this is actually it. Yeah, this is the final room where the hourglass is. There ain't too many guys in here. Just a bunch of fucking warlocks. Drive all my guys insane.
Oh, yes, we got it.
Yeah, There's a bunch of dungeons later on that are a lot longer than this. They're a lot crazier and have freaking puzzles. Very annoying. And, God, I hate warlocks.
Uh-oh.
Lots of money. There's the hourglass.
Oh.
The one thing I needed out of this fucking dungeon. Plus, the bookshelf has a bunch of random magic spells on it.
Ah.
Let's teleport the hell out of here. I have no idea where I'm going now. I think I actually walk out, and I'm like, oh, I can just teleport out. What the fuck am I doing? Yep. Well, thanks for watching. That's been dungeon crawling with me.